estimated that there are currently more than 7 lakh suicide per year worldwide. And we know that each suicide profoundly affects many other people. Creating hope through action is the actual theme for World Suicide Prevention Day. This theme serves as a powerful call to action and reminder that there is an alternative to suicide and that through our actions we can encourage hope and strengthen prevention. As per the WHO statistics, do you know suicide is the fourth leading cause of death among 15 to 29 years old? And as per reports, there is a suicide happen to be one death in 40 seconds. Although the mysteries happen to stay unresolved, but factors leading to suicide often include depression, bullying, relationship problems, and majorly prevent stigma and taboos around mental health. This webinar serves as a rightful reminder of how important it is to not only just take care of ourselves but also to help those who are in desperate need of help. थोड़ा ज़्यादा factual हो गया ना? So let's do a very little icebreaker activity. So the icebreaker activity basically consists of just one question. The question is that you have to name one thing that you are grateful for. So I'll start, and then we can be tagging people, and of course you can join me in the activity. Okay, so one thing that I am grateful for today is that we have gotten this. I personally have gotten this opportunity to facilitate this session with Sarvpriye Foundation, and also we are having such an open conversation about suicide prevention. So that is one thing that I'm really grateful for today. Now I would like to tag Bhavya. If you could share one thing that you are grateful for.
Hi, I am grateful for a beautiful life that I am living and the ability to study, which most of the poor children don't have.
True, I absolutely agree with you. Thank you so much for sharing. Now I would like to tag Ambika.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I'm really grateful for this, beautiful life and the family that I've got, the people who have been supporting me all throughout. I'm really, grateful for everything that is there in my life. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Ambika, for subjects. The stage is all yours now.
Thanks, Dia. Okay, I'll turn on my camera. I will. I just heard so much conversation around mental health, preventative care, suicide prevention. And if I were to start with something, I would probably say that today, in this session, in the next 30 minutes that we spend together, I want us to not think of mental health, suicide prevention, self harm, anything that we will be talking about in terms of in terms of something that is different from us, in terms of something that has to be validated on a day. Today is the day where we observe it and where we find an opportunity to sort of talk about it. But this is not a day where we kind of only talk about it. And I do have probably some things to talk about, and let's just begin from there. Just give me 1 second. Okay, you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, amazing. Before we delve into anything, my name is Surbhi. I work as a relationship coach and a psychologist with Mind Peers. Apart from that, I also love to make psychoeducative content on different social media channels. And whatever I do and whatever I've been doing, my aim has always been to make mental health a dinner table conversation. Until and unless we can talk about mental health, vulnerability, empathy, emotional availability, emotional regulation, and all the jazz that you hear on a day to day basis on our dinner tables, it is going to be always an outside concept. And until it's an outside concept, we will keep thinking about stigma, we'll keep thinking about conditioning, and all of the things that we probably keep complaining about as well. So today's idea is to go a little bit deeper into us, a little bit on the surface of, probably scratching the surface of what we've known so far, and what can we know if we just gave a little bit more time to ourselves, apart from all of the roles, all of the different responsibilities that we take up on a day-to-day basis. Okay. Again, we just spoke about it. We will be focusing on how can we take care of ourselves, how can we take care of someone in distress, and how can we probably extend support without sounding too um, we know it all in other people's lives. And that is probably the biggest issue that we face whenever we start talking about mental health. I can't go beyond congratulating us for taking the first step and probably thinking about how can we work on this in the space of mental health. When Dia started with what are we grateful for, I generally heard the responses which were on the lines of I'm grateful for the beautiful life that I have. I'm grateful for the sunshine, the trees, the weather. And the next time I want us to think of gratitude, I want us to think of in terms of what what about our lives are we grateful for? What about our family are we grateful for? We have been doing a lot of things on the level of surface. I am grateful for my whole life, but today I'm grateful to my comforter because I had a very good sleep. I have been grateful for my family, my parents, but today I'm extremely grateful for my cat because she woke me up in time for this session. Otherwise, I would have been late. So there are so many things that happen on a day-to-day basis, but what brings us closer to becoming the advocates of mental health, who understand, who relate to, who have also experienced it, is the factors that we can identify and label the right feelings when it comes to talking about it, and not just um, participating in the whole idea of it still being on the surface. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. You would get bored of my blabbering in a while. Okay, so what is mental health? How many of us can go beyond the surface and probably just think about, this is a workshop, this is not a session. I hate taking webinars. I want us to be participative, and by that I mean please unmute yourself and talk. Tell me that Sylvie, stop boring us, whatever you want to tell me, but just be very very vocal about whatever you want to say. What conversations we have today stays here. This is an absolutely safe space. I will make sure I speak to Priya that none of this goes out. But yeah. So, what is mental health? What do you like, or what do you think about when you think of mental health? And you can probably talk in terms of anything. So mental health to me could be making the perfect cup of chai every morning, because I need that perfect cup of chai. I will not wake up without it. So anything that you think, what is the first word, what is the first feeling, smell, emotion that you can think of when you say mental health?
Okay, so mental health for me is prioritizing myself,
Hmm.
always taking care of myself, both in terms of course, physical and mental health.
Yeah. I feel that there is no comeback from the grief. I feel that you have to live with it, and over the period of time, uh, once you acknowledge and experience it, it becomes a part of your life. I mean, there is no sadness, but you start.
I mean,
Uh,
obviously,
yeah.
you will always have memories, and this is not just these could be memories from anywhere. Like, I may have loved something or hated something, but not having that can bring me some sort of grief, and I can indulge in happy memories of what it meant to me, what the person meant to me, what the opportunity meant to me. Or I can also, start keep thinking of distractions to a point where my body gives up.
Hmm. Right.
Even if your mind is not ready to take that time off, your body will give up at some point.
That's true. That's true. That happened in the last 2 months. I do, yeah, feel that. And I also think that this question might have helped other participants into this session, because somewhere down the line we have lost somebody either during the pandemic or before that or even now. And touch wood, if you have not lost, I would not, even, I'm not saying that you should, but I think grief is not just about losing a person. Sometimes grief is when you lose a relationship as well, right? So it's not just about death, it's about losing someone in your life.
That's
So
really
thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Surbhi. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Dia.